Here's what I'm wondering about. So when this airs, so 4th, 11th, the 18th. So my wife and I will be celebrating our 9-year anniversary. What's the 11th?
Oh, this is the second one. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah. So my wife and I, in 5 days' time, will be celebrating our 9th anniversary.
9 years, 4 kids.
Yeah, we didn't mess
Get
around.
off of her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Trust me. I'm going to start sleeping in the other room. But what I kind of was wondering about is which holiday, and kind of almost wanted to put that in parentheses, like which holiday of the significant other is most important. And so I was thinking like Valentine's Day, birthday, anniversary, Mother's Day, like, you know what I mean? Like in that broad spectrum. Like if you missed one, yeah, not a big deal. But if you miss this one, like you're catching some shit.
She obviously listens and at least watches her reels because she commented on the one about her outsides being on the insides.
Yeah, she's calling you a liar.
Strike that and reverse it. But I really don't think that, like, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, and birthdays for the
Yeah, I forgot birthdays.
Like, yeah, like we know they're coming, and I guess we've never forgotten one, but we don't really. Like, we celebrate Christmas for kids and birthdays for, like, everything's about the kids. Does that make sense? Like, we don't really do
FTK.
too much. We never go.
That's right.
We never really go out to dinner, like, just her and I for an anniversary or anything.
Maybe you should try it.
Guaranteed. One of these days, I'm sure we will. Same thing for birthdays. She knows what she wants. She'll normally buy what she wants beforehand. I'm always buying something that I don't need, like arcades or battle hatchets.
That's sharp.
What
was it? Was it Weston picked it up? Put that down. That's very sharp.
I got her sharp.
Okay.
But yeah, so we don't. I feel like we don't get into those sidebar holidays. We're more the family.
Which holiday of the significant other matters the most? That means like which one is the most important to her?
Would be to her or the one that you feel
her birthday.
Really,
very much like gifts and acts of service are like two of her bigger love languages. And I have failed miserably a couple times.
Not surprised.
She will let me know.
Well, I'm not surprised by that either.
Yeah.
She ain't going to say a word now.
No, she's
in la la.
She gone.
Muerto. But the thing is
what do you mean, muerta?
I don't.
Good point.
I don't know, man. Like for me, I don't really. I mean, no, I don't know. Like I don't. Same with Dave. Like I don't really expect much. Like on the birthdays or
like for you personally.
Me personally, yes. Like I don't.
What about you personally? Are there any that you think?
No, no, I don't think so. Like my birthday, I never want anything. I just want people over. Like I want to have a good time.
You want Kid Rock playing in the front yard?
Hell yeah.
That's what you want.
And I always give it
topless servers.
God dang it. Okay. That is on the list of shit that's got to happen before I die.
Oh, yeah.
Topless servers at Smoker's Lounge.
Could you imagine you bring the family and everybody up for Dave's birthday? Dave, these women don't have any shirt. I know, topless servers. I told Jenna.
It's on the list. It was on the list.
I could die at any time.
So, like, Christmas, too, is pretty big, but, like,
well, that's a family one.
Yeah, and, like, I always get in trouble because I get her something, but she doesn't get me anything.
But you get in trouble?
Yeah. Because we...
Oh, you point out that you didn't get me anything?
No.
Well,
we have that
anything, asshole.
We have
now
that
I feel like
we have that unspoken rule where, like, we're not supposed to get each other gifts for Christmas because all of our resources are being
pulled for the
kids, but then I'll somehow muster up. I mean, granted, I may or may not have gotten her pajama pants the last 2 years in a row, but
something.
It's just the thought, you know.
Because you like how them cheeks looking in pajama pants,
right?
Yeah.
I stopped buying Jenna gifts a long time ago because I'd try to buy something nice for like an anniversary or a birthday, and it always ended up on top of the fridge. We're at the Goodwill. Man, I bought her this turquoise necklace from New Mexico once. Like giant, just raw turquoise stones, both colors, blue and orange. It's magnificent. She hated it.
Yeah, because it doesn't fit her style, Dave.
Well, god dang it. It was a great gift.
Yeah. I would say
It's real sweet bolo tie.
I would say like, you know, people say like their wives don't want anything. I could honestly,
It's a lie.
We could get Janelle on the phone right now.
It's a lie.
Janelle doesn't bother her. Like Janelle, like there has been more often than not, Janelle has forgotten one of these like significant other holidays or like what you should care about. And I will come home from work and I know she stopped at CVS to either buy like a case of beer. No, she doesn't even do that. She'll buy, is it Harbo sour gummy bears and a card. And that is what I get on 99% of these holidays. Because that's what that's what she'll do. So like when it came to Father's Day, because I love, God bless Bob's Liquors here in Holland, because they carry Busch Light and Mick Ultra in the 16-ounce bottles, and I love them. That's what I got for Father's Day.
Hell yeah, good one.
But we share a birthday. Like people think that's wild. Like we share a birthday. So usually that's just like dinner. Like we'll go to dinner. We'll go to Mama T's. We'll go somewhere like that. But I honestly, more often than not, I'm the one that remembers because I find it to be significant to show.
Right.
Because I'm a giver. I think it's significant for me to give you something because I love you.
I love you too, pal.
She looks at it like, why are you spending the money?
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, like at Christmas time when I tell you don't get me anything because I'll just get what I want. Like, I mean it. Because there's been some Christmas gifts where I'm like, what the are you doing?
I know. That's
Like, what do you like?
There was a story that got brought up between another couple of friends of ours that was the same thing, and he's like, "Yeah, she got me a set of bear claws to shred pork, and I don't even have a smoker." Like, great gift, dipshit.
Yeah.
You just ruined Christmas.
Well, you want to know?
And like he literally said that to her, and she felt so terrible. Like,
yeah,
oh my God, what an ass!
That's tough saying that, but like and I've told her before. I was like, honey, you are a terrible gift giver. Like you just are. Like, let me take care of it. I'll buy it. You want to wrap it? That's great. It's more for me watching the kids and you. And like, I don't. But it was a couple Christmases ago.
That's because you're a picky bitch.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I told her. I said, I want a new golf bag. She goes,
You want that one back?
What do you
I
want?
got
No.
Okay.
You can keep it. She goes, well, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, I need a new golf bag. I want a new golf bag. If you want me to pick it out she's like, no, I'll get it. I'll take care of it. Christmas comes. Like it's finally like Dad's one gift that's under the tree. And I open it up and I'm like, okay. And so a little bit later, I was like, honey, do you remember the conversation where I told you the one thing I want for Christmas? She's like, oh, you don't like what I got you? I was like, honey, I told you for like a month straight, new golf bag. And she's like, oh, I totally forgot. And I'm like, how do you forget? Like I told you for a month. So then the next Christmas, got a new golf bag finally. But I'll tell you a little like insider's tip. I'm very keen and observant to when she says like, oh, I really like that.
Oh, yeah.
Goes in the notes app immediately. Because I'll get her stuff for Christmas that she's like, oh, my God, how'd you know? And I'm like, I just kind of had a hunch.
You told me.
Yeah, you told me. But I would say for the significant other holidays, the birthdays, the anniversaries, Father's Day, Mother's Day, very simplistic. And it's just not a much there. But we probably know people that go all out.
Oh,
God,
for sure. Yeah.
And I don't know how you keep up with that.
I kind of was thinking about this today because there was like some birthday party or whatever like that, and I was kind of thinking like, man, I feel like sometimes like kind of feel like a piece of shit because we didn't have any like real big like knock down, drag out birthday parties for our kids. I mean, they're big significance. They're 1 year, they're 5 year, 10 years, stuff like that. Now it's just like, oh yeah, you turned 12.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
One more year to the world sucking.
You can have a friend or two over to spend the night if you'd like. And the same thing with Ellie, like her big birthday party. We've had a couple of them with all of her buddies, or we took the hayride to the Holland Fest there a few years ago when we did that and stuff, and she really enjoys that things, but like there's other folks that I know that like every single year that they have these big extravagant birthday parties for their kids and they're themed and they send out invitations and all this stuff, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Totally fine. It's just like, but like for me as a kid, I can remember having birthday parties like that, like on, me, like Skate Palace, friends over at the house,
we got one birthday party.
Discovery Zone, shit like that, stuff like that. I can remember having those birthday parties for me, and having my buddies and everybody come and da-da-da-da. But, like, I don't know for a fact that the warden had that. She probably had her birthday parties, kind of like what we're doing to our kids now. And I think it's fine. But, like, we had a rough stretch there because it was COVID and all that bullshit, so we couldn't do anything. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, that's kind of, we maybe lack a little bit on that.
We do, like, the kid, because ours are all younger yet. So, like, we'll invite, the grandparents on Janelle's side, aunt and uncles, like, more like family. Like, they're not bringing a friend. But we're kind of getting to that stage, like, the porch party in October. Like, the kids, like, hey, you want a friend to come over? Like, it's just one of those things. But, like, growing up, like, that wasn't our cup of tea. And I'll say, like, I think Janelle was most surprised by the 40th this year because I don't think she thought, like, I would pull it off. Like, I don't think she thought, like, I cared enough to do it. And I knocked it out of the park. Shout out Kendall because she helped me a ton. And Amy helped me a ton in getting that stuff. And, like, it was one of those deals where it was like, and she was like, well, your 40th is coming up in a couple years. And I was like, I don't want a thing. She's like, you don't want to? I was like, I hate surprise parties. I was like, what I will do, because I'm a micromanager, is when it is my 40th birthday, we will go to some island somewhere, and then you can't have a birthday party for me. Because you're going to see what we paid to go to the island, and you're going to be like, that mother ain't worth $3,000 in catering. Like, that's what we're going for. But I don't know. It just got me thinking because our anniversary, and I know Janelle has, like, forgotten it before. But I keep track of that kind of stuff because, like, it's small little things that show you care. But, like, my wife, zero interest in it. It's just not on her radar. And it's wild because there's some, to your guys' point, like, you miss an anniversary. Like, there's people that we know that are married that probably celebrate when they first started dating.
We used to.
Loser.
I know.
Do you guys?
December 20th.
When we started dating?
Like, first, like, became official dating.
No.
But there's people that do.
We had to finally set, because we had 2 wedding dates. We had the date that we got married at the courthouse by Judge Akers.
I love how is Judge Akers still alive?
I imagine.
We should call him sometime.
And then we had like a reception where everybody came, blah, 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 blah. So the wedding was January. December 31st.
Okay, yeah.
And then
max tax benefit.
That's right. And then the reception thing was October 3rd, I believe it was.
And the honeymoon was just in 2025.
That's right. Nearly 20 years later. So, but yeah, so we had to finally, okay, which
no
one
need to rush in anything.
Yeah. We got to plan it all out for you to just to fall off the boat. Hey, how'd Dave die? On his honeymoon.
Yeah.
Wait, haven't they been married for a while? Yeah, they
I
just
only
probably
wound up with a bruise on my bitch shin. And a great story. It was well worth it.
A sweet video prior to the fall. Too.
Yeah.
You were locked in those dance moves for sure.
Oh yeah.
No, it's but there's people they celebrate, they go all out, and it's like I couldn't.
It's almost like you get celebration fatigue. You know what I mean? Like you have so many kids and they're all spread out, and
What's
it's like,
the-
Jesus Christ, we're partying
Well,
every
it's
day.
like everybody goes through it in their life, probably twice, I guess. You go through it twice, I imagine. But the wedding rut, where like you got a wedding to go to like every weekend. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, people.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've only done it once, but I would imagine that once the friend group,
Yeah.
their kids start getting married.
That's when
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to start again.
Yeah,
Here's-
so I feel like it happens.
Yeah, but we'll
twice
be
in your
those
life.
old people that are.
I'm just gonna be drunker.
We're
than 12,
wearing our wedding uniforms.
Yeah.
Our
Polo
black,
shirt, blue
black
jeans.
polo, and a pair of khakis, and we're gonna
Shit, I'm gonna have a velvet suit made.
eat the chick. Eat
Here's the
chicken.
real question: if you guys could go back, because I was thinking about this as the part of the question, because it all spawned from our wedding anniversary coming up. Would you do anything different about your like wedding or like reception or honeymoon or anything like that?
Oh yeah.
We had the reception there in Wayne County and the party barn at my grandma's house because that was easiest for her to be able to like attend.
Is this Grandma
Grandma Gibbons,
Grandma Viv? Okay,
and
Grandma Viv doing okay? Shout
yeah,
out.
Yep. She'll
'Cause she's-
be 92 on October 6th.
Can we have a birthday celebration for her here in the lounge? Would she travel?
I doubt it.
Damn.
Now, I would love to take you guys up there where we had the
Oh,
shindig for the reception. You'd have a great time. But anyway, I digress. So we did it there because it was easiest for Grandma. She could have traveled, but it was just easiest to do it that way. But I'm telling you right now. So I had a bunch of people show up, like aunts and uncles and some friends, but I ain't got that big of a family. At that time, not that many friends. But I think a third of
Shocker.
I wouldn't guess the guy that wore pearl snaps and Wranglers as a third grader would.
I think a third of DuBois County was up there in that party barn. Like, so you say, would I do something different? Like, that was awesome. Like, because everybody showed up and I didn't know any of them. Like, I knew the neighbors because Jen and I had been, dating in family, obviously.
Right.
But there was people from DuBois County that I had never seen before.
Oh yeah.
And they made the drive all the way up there to hang out with us.
Never
for
miss a party for
2 or
free
3
chicken and
hours.
beer.
Amen.
But they had to get to hotel room and do the driving. And that's one thing I was like, God dang, man, they all showed up. I would have probably done it down here and had Grandma.
We were going to initially we had literally thought about having a celebration or a destination wedding
Celebration of life.
for my nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But we were going to do a destination wedding, and then both of my grandparents on my mom's side were elderly, and my grandma was sick. She was going through it and everything. So then we decided, you know what? Let's just have a traditional big old DuBois County wedding, and
Yep.
invite everybody, you know what I mean, and just deal with it and have a blast, which we did. And I don't regret anything about the ceremony, the reception, anything like 500 plus, 11 kegs. Like, it was a banger. It was a good time.
Thanks for the invite.
And you were like in grad school or something at that time,
When did you get married?
2011.
Yeah, I would have been in law school.
So then we go to Jamaica for
Wyatt was 3.
we go to Jamaica for our honeymoon. And we fly down there, and we went to Negril, and we went to this couple swept away resort where, like, friend out here that you just met earlier, Johnny Walker and his wife went.
It's wild. He
Uh,
goes by Johnny Walker.
It's
Because
just
I think of the
literally
bourbon.
his name. His name is Jonathan.
Yeah, he doesn't
Wa-
go by it.
It's,
That's
his name is Jonathan Walker.
Yeah, he could go by John or Jonathan, but to
Oh.
go by Johnny Walker.
Oh, just everybody calls him Johnny. Yeah,
Never met him before. Heard lots about him.
he's great.
Fortnite.
But if I went up and shook his
Stellar,
hand, what's
stellar.
he going to say? I'm John Walker?
Yeah,
Okay.
Johnny. Yes, he will. My name's
All
John,
right.
John Walker.
He's not going to go, I'm Johnny Walker.
Mm-mm.
Because
He
Johnny
would,
Walker.
he would probably say John,
Okay.
and his wife usually refers to him as John.
Sweet lady.
Yeah.
Didn't get to say hi, but she
Right.
seemed nice.
So anyway, there was like Chunk and Angie. They went to the same resort. Like a whole shit pot full of people had been there before. And we used a travel agent through Jasper, and she was like, "Oh God, you're gonna love it," and everything like that. And never did I actually feel hoodwinked but like I think my expectations were different because we had already been to like maybe like a little bit more of a lavish place in Mexico.
Yeah.
But after like day 3 or 4 of like the 6 days we were there, we were thinking to ourselves, like, we should have set this up to where we could have had like 4 or 5 other couples fly in, like for the duration, like for the second half of your honeymoon. and like we both agreed to that because it's like, I mean, we had a great time. It was awesome, doing what newlyweds do and,
Enjoying breakfast.
and eating and going to the beach and doing all that stuff was a blast, but I think if we would have done anything different, that would have probably been it. Like,
I think waiting 17 years, like our honeymoon, just the two of us, was exactly what it needed.
Well, because you got away from
kids
the
and everything
three,
else, and
Yeah.
We
whole
did-
shebang.
we-
Like I was worried about. I was like, God, because we're a real social neighborhood.
oh yeah,
Like we're always hanging out with everybody else. You never do anything just alone. Seems like for the most part, and dinner here or there. And I was like, holy shit, we haven't been alone together for 7 days and ever.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
always somebody.
right.
Well, the relationship experts would say you need to do that.
Yeah, it was great. That was the way to do it.
We did the traditional Catholic full mass. We did the traditional good old reception afterwards. And then we did, honeymoon wise, we went out to Yellowstone. And we stayed on a cabin off of the Yellowstone River.
Yeah,
And I will say that the only thing on the wedding part and the reception part, like, never wanted to elope. And, like, could have probably done, like, a smaller, like, family only, like, mass thing and all that other stuff. But we nailed it on the honeymoon. Because we went over to one of those travel agencies in Jasper.
Right.
And I'm sure they're great people. But she had us convinced that we needed to go to Granada in July, because we got married July 23rd, like end of July, August. And she had all the pamphlets and all the other stuff. And Janella and I got in the car. And, she was like, hey, if you want to book this, it's like $4,000 down. And Janelle and I got in the car, and she goes, so what do you think? And I go, 2 things, honey. First off, in all those pictures, there wasn't a single fat guy. Second, not a smart man, but nobody goes closer to the equator in the summertime.
right.
Like, it is going to be freaking 200 degrees. And she's like, well, come up with a solution. Because we thought you had to do what everybody else did. Leave your reception, the early morning flight out to sit in an airport to catch one connecting flight to a little island. Probably a great island. People of Granada, you're probably great people. I looked at her and I told her,
Probably.
I said, you've never been to Yellowstone. You were out west during your veterinarian stuff doing she worked on like an actual ranch, like big time ranch, taking care of horses. I said, let's go to Yellowstone. We'll find a cabin, and we won't come close to that $4,000 budget. Like, we won't come close to $4,000. She goes, you really think so? And I go, there's no way. I was like, we're not, like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I started looking. We flew southwest into Denver. We left on, Sunday, decent time. Got out to Denver. We rented a Jeep Compass or Patriot or whatever. We drove straight north out of Denver to through some of the prettiest country you'd ever see.
They must have thought liberals must be from New York.
Yeah.
Driving that Compass.
Yeah, this is what they gave us.
Should have got a Subaru.
Yeah. But we, through the South Gate, Grand Tetons, Jackson Hole. We spent our second night, I guess, as a married couple in Jackson Hole,
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Yeah, the whole art.
Yeah.
You did.
But, we did it right, and it was great. Our first night was actually in the house. The house wasn't done yet. And we stayed. I had moved most of my stuff in. We had AC, we had water, and our septic was hooked up. And that's all. We had no cabinets, no other flooring, no carpet, none of that stuff. But I told like our builder, I was like, we're spending our wedding night in the house. And he's like, yeah, it'll be close, like enough for you to stay. And I was like, that's all I want. You guys finish it when we get back. Like that's it. You got a week to get done. And it was perfect. But I don't know. Like you hear people do the destination thing. You see people get like married up at the resort all the time. And it's like, I just freaking the cost that we outlaid. When you look at what we spent for everything,
Oh my God.
I'd love to have that money back. Love to have it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully, the second wedding, maybe it is a destination.